Hi, I'm Robert Oakes, author of the new book Ghosts of the Berkshires, due out on September 21st, and now available for pre-order on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. For the last decade, I have been ghost tour guide at the Mount in Lenox, Massachusetts, a Gilded Age estate with a ghostly reputation. The Mount was designed and built by author Edith Wharton, who is best known for her society novels like The House of Mirth or The Age of Innocence. But many people don't know that Wharton also penned a number of ghost stories during her career, which is remarkable when you consider that Wharton herself was afraid of ghosts, or at least of the stories in which they lurk. When she was 9 years old, Wharton contracted typhoid fever and struggled for weeks to recover. During her convalescence, she was given a book of short stories, which contained what Wharton called a tale of robbers and ghosts, which plunged her into a world of formless horrors. After this, she suffered a relapse. She recovered, but she wasn't quite the same. She began to feel a dark, undefinable menace forever dogging her steps, lurking and threatening. And though Wharton was always known to be a lover of books, she began to burn books that contained ghost stories because it frightened her to know that they were downstairs in the library. She seemed to believe that her highly imaginative mind, with its intense Celtic sense of the supernatural, was simply too susceptible to the dark things lurking in dark tales. Not surprisingly, in designing the Mount, Wharton was careful to fill it with airy spaces where the sunlight could banish any shadows. But after Wharton left the Mount, something dark and undefinable seemed to linger there, as evidenced by the many tales of ghosts and other supernatural entities that have been reported at the estate over the years, often taking the form of what many have described as a shadow figure. We're here at the Mount, and this building behind me is the stable, one of the more haunted locations on the property. On the topmost floor is where one of the shadow figures was seen. It was a man who was here doing some work. He was up here with his ladders, and he said that he looked into the corner of the room, and there he could see crouching in the corner the figure of a man. He couldn't see any features, he couldn't see any face, but he could see eyes, and they were staring right at him. The man was so upset by this that he had to leave the building, and our facilities director found him leaning there against the ticket booth and asked him what was wrong, and he said, I don't believe in this stuff, but something is up there on the topmost floor of that stable. And he was so upset that he had to take the rest of the day off. This is only one of the many shadow figures that have been seen lurking around here at the estate. Did Edith Wharton write ghost stories to confront her formless fears? If so, she may not have banished them entirely. Some may still be here, haunting her former home. But whatever it is that lingers at this estate, it certainly has made storytellers of many, inspiring tales of an eerie presence moving in the shadows of the Mount.